Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've decided to bring you guys a Valentine's Day look. This is more like a last minute Valentine's Day look. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer. I love this product so much because I think that it gives you really natural looking brows. So the first thing I do is I brush my brow out with the spoolie side, and then I just fill it in with this pencil side. See how great this looks compared to this? So now I'm gonna take this Elegant Pro Conceal and I'm just gonna squeeze just a little bit. And I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm just gonna go underneath that brow just to neaten it up a bit. And I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side. So now I'm going to work on my eyes, and the reason I work on my eyes before I do my foundation and concealer is because if there's any fallout, you can just wipe that away and then you can cover it with your concealer or your foundation, which is great because then you aren't left with marks. So the next thing I'm going to use is the Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. Now I'm going to set my eyeshadow base on my lid with this light pink shade over here. And then I'm going to take this white shadow. I'm going to pop that right underneath my brow bone. So next I'm going to take a small blending brush and I'm going to use this shade over here. And then I'm going to place this color in my crease. And then I'm going to be taking a bigger blending brush and just blending that out. There's this color in the Bobby Brown Brightening Brick in Cranberry. So this one over here, I'm going to use some of my crease as well, and then I'm just going to blend it out just like I did that darker pink shade. So now I'm just going to take that same cranberry shade and I'm just going to pack it and round it out at the edge of my eye. Next thing that I'm going to do is a bit of a hack. I don't have my Fix Plus on me at the moment, so instead I'm going to use eye drops, and eye drops basically work the same as your MAC Fix Plus would on an eyeshadow. It just makes it more pigmented, or makes the pigment stand out a little bit more, especially on shimmer shadows. So what you want to do is you want to take your eye drops. I'm just using this one called Refresh, and I just pop literally a drop of that onto my hand, and then I take my brush and just dampen it. I'm going to be using this shadow over here. It's almost like a rose gold eyeshadow. It's beautiful once you apply it. On top of this color, I'm going to be taking this golden shade over here. I'm going to go over the one you just put on. So now, just to amp up this eye makeup look, I'm going to be using a black eyeshadow. You can just use whichever one you want, but I'm going to be using this one from my Sephora palette. And I'm just going to be using this brush that I used underneath my eyebrow. Dip it in the black. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be packing that on the outer edge. And I'm going to be taking that same blending brush and then just blending that out. and then just keep packing it on and blending it out until you get the intensity you want. This is how it will look when you're done. It's nice and blended on the edges and smoked out, which I like a lot. So the next thing you're going to do is just take a fluffy brush and brush away whatever you have underneath your eye, because this palette does have quite a bit of fallout. The next thing I'm going to do is my foundation. So I am in between shades at the moment. This is a shade too light for me and this is a shade too dark for me. So when I mix them together, it's perfect. So this is the Infallible in the color Radiant Sun, and I just take 1 pump of this. And then I have the Bobbi Brown Long Wearing Even Finish Foundation, and this is in Golden 6. 2 pumps of that. My camera decided to cut off halfway through that. I'm sorry about that. But I'm basically just buffing this into my skin. And it gives such nice coverage. I usually tend to go for a more full coverage foundation because I have a lot of redness and acne scarring and acne. So now I'm going to be taking this darker pink color again and a really tiny brush, and I'm going to go underneath my eye. And you can bring that quite low underneath your eye. I'm going to take that cranberry color again, and that's going to go on the outer halves of the bottoms of our eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the black, and I'm going to go at the end of my eye, and whatever I have left over I'll just smoke it in, but like halfway only. So now that our eyes are done, I'm going to be using the Pro Conceal. This is in medium beige. So the reason I put this on after I do my bottom eyeshadow is because if there's any fallout again, I can just wipe it away and cover it up. So now I'm just going to be taking the Real Technique sponge and I'm going to blend that out. I also forgot to say that I did use an eye cream before I started filming this. So to prep, I usually use the Fast Response Eye Cream by MAC. And this just, I find that it moisturizes underneath my eyes and it just helps with that fine lines. So the next thing I'm going to do is use this Essence Liquid Ink eyeliner. It's waterproof. I don't believe in buying expensive eyeliner because I feel like they just do the same thing. All of them just do the same thing. So I did my liner off camera because liner can get a bit messy sometimes, but I just did a little wing and I just lined my eyes as normal. So a trick with winged eyeliner is if your wing isn't sharp enough, you can just take the LA Girl. I really like using the LA Girl Pro Concealer because it comes with this little brush here, and that's really cool. Otherwise you can just use a really fine brush, and basically what you can do is you can take the edge of this and you can just like clean up any mistakes that you may have made, or if you want your eyeliner to be sharper, that's just an easy way instead of like wiping it off and trying again. This just makes life so much easier. So the next thing I'm going to do is tight line my eyes. This is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Eye Pencil. This is in Black Plum. This is the color if you can see it. So I don't like using black eye pencil on my eye. I think that it closes up my eye and it doesn't flatter my eye. So for brown eyes, purples and deep plums are amazing. It will make your eyes pop. So that's what I like using, and I'm just going to tight line my eyes. So now that my liner is done, I'm going to be using some of my Benai banana powder, and I just take a little bit of that on my damp sponge, and I'm going to place that just over here, and then obviously some on my forehead and down the bridge of my nose. And I also like putting a thumb here because I get oily. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some mascara. The next thing I'm going to do is apply my falsies, and these are the falsies I'm going to be using. It looks like this. This is the Urban Tropics lashes by Eyelaw. All I do to stick on my falsies is I use the glue that it comes with. So it's been a minute and I'm just going to pop these on. So while I'm waiting for my other lash to dry, I'm going to be dusting off this bake that I have on. Now I'm going to take this Essence cocoa powder. This is in 62 mahogany. It looks like this. It's quite dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Switch Beauty brush. This is a really good dupe for the NARS contour brush. And I'm just going to swirl it in there and then carve out my cheekbones just a little bit. As you can see, my eyelash glue is still drying. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm going to go in with this Givenchy blush, and I'm going to take that same brush and just go over the apples on my cheeks. So now I'm going to do my lips, and I love using this combo because it's just like a muted pink, pretty, almost natural looking lip color. So I use the lip liner Spice, which is this pinky brown color, and then I'm going to use Soft Cell by MAC. So of course it can't be a Valentine's Day look without a bit of sparkle. I'm just going to be using the Soft and Gentle highlighter. Okay, so this is basically the finished look. Now all I do is I take some Urban Decay All Nighter spray and I just set my face. So this is basically the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous Valentine's Day, and I will see you soon. Bye!